Hello, Smiley here. I know it can be quite overwhelming when you start getting into the smiley world, and I know I get super excited sometimes and go crazy with everything I want to share with you, because the thing is, I really want to help you get to where you want to be. I've got all this knowledge, experience and insight to offer you, and that's why it's really important when you hear me say start where you are. Take it in bite-sized chunks. And don't feel like you have to know it all now. You only really need to be clear about what the next step is. I'm really like that too. When I get a new book, I can't wait to digest it in one sitting. If I start my jobs, I want to keep going until it's finished. And when I'm learning something new, I literally inhale everything and Google it all until I feel like I can't take any more information in. And that doesn't really help me. So if that's you, slow down. This stuff takes time. There's no magic bullet or quick fix. But what I want you to know is that consistent baby steps taken as often as possible are what is going to take you in the right direction. So you only need to be clear about the next step. You just have to start. So will you do me a favour? Will you give yourself permission to trust yourself to know the right thing will come to you at the right time? And will you go slowly and allow yourself to just feel your way through? Think of the hare and the tortoise. It'll make you laugh, but I've had the same conversations with my therapist over 15 years. And she says to me, "We've talked about this before, haven't we, Lisa?" And I have absolutely no idea when or if we did. And you know, that's because we all hear things when we're ready. And that's the same for our kids. Our priorities are not their priorities. Annoying, I know. So how do you know if it's your time? And what is the next step for you? I'm going to walk you through some things that I think will help you make a decision on how you can take this further. And some of the ways that I can really help you. The first thing is to remember that we're all living in a world of fear. Fear is driven, it's all around us, and also we have our own fear. And actually, people who are scared or fearful are looking for safety and security. Nothing is certain in this life, and we create our own safety. And the way we do that with our children is through that all-important connection and setting boundaries. We need boundaries to feel safe and protected. So if you're new to connection parenting, grab a copy of the ebook, Rediscover the Magic of Parenting in a Busy World. This is a step-by-step, day-by-day guide which will power up your connection with your child. It's done over 30 days, so it can be in bite-sized chunks and you don't start feeling overwhelmed. You can do it for 30 days and then rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Imagine where you'll be in 3 months' time. That is slow, steady, lasting progress. This also comes with 2 60-minute bonus videos so that you can work out your love languages and how anger can be used to help, how love languages, can be used to help with anger. Love languages are the key to making sure that your child is resting in your love. And children who live in this energy as often as it's possible, because we're not looking for perfect parents, remember, flourish into confident, emotionally resilient, well-rounded adults with high emotional intelligence. And I really believe that that is the key to a happy, healthy life. So this is just $9.99. It's a great starter kit if you want to know more about connection parenting and gently ease yourself in. But I really want you to recognise that having that secure, trusted, consistent emotional connection as often as possible with your child is absolutely transformational, and it will make life easier for everybody. Okay? If you are new or a bit wobbly with boundaries, listen, learning how to set boundaries was so hard for me. I can't tell you how many times I found it a struggle to work out what to say, what to do. Was I being mean or unreasonable? How's the other person going to react? I was such a people pleaser. So this kept me stuck here for quite a while. But not having boundaries meant I lived in a permanent state of anxiety, trying to anticipate what other people were going to say, hoping I could manage that. I'm not in control of other people, so that was a ridiculous waste of my energy. And this is where I picked up all my lame ducks, as I like to call them, because I was overly responsible and I didn't realise I didn't have to save the world with my underpants on over my trousers. When I got my boundaries in order, my to-do list reduced by 1,000,000%. I slept better at night time, I felt less stressed, and I didn't carry the weight of the world's problems on my shoulders. I could relax, enjoy life, and most of all, I could be myself. So my course, No More Power Struggles, How to Set Loving Boundaries, has been written for you if you can recognise yourself in there. This is another practical step-by-step guide to setting boundaries, so you can just show up and be yourself. You know, you don't have to overthink, second guess yourself, hide your not so great bits, or try and be perfect. And in turn, your child will be able to grow up and be their true self as well. So wouldn't that be lovely? It pretty much sets you both free. And this course is the right balance of theory, practical, and some journaling, that reflection inquiry to help you start being able to set healthy boundaries for yourself and then with your child. I tested it with 50 mums last year and it works a treat. It covers all the basics, what a boundary is, why you need it, how to tell if you have healthy boundaries or not, how to deal with your triggers, what you need to stay connected with your child while setting a boundary, what to do when you uphold your boundary and they don't like it, what to say. And then it gets into how to navigate those meltdowns and how to cultivate empathy, sidestep those big power struggles. And it also talks about why punishment doesn't work and what you can do instead. This is the thing I'm most passionate about, because children who don't have boundaries feel unsafe and they have too much power. So you don't need to control your child when you've got boundaries. I grew up, as some of you know, without boundaries, and I struggled with regulating my emotions, separation anxiety, making transitions from one thing or one person to another, settling at night time. I had very high anxiety and I felt unsafe, and it affected my friendships too. I picked all the wrong friends who didn't treat me nicely because I had no clue where I ended and other people began, and I was either too bossy and in the other person's face or submissive and bossed around because I picked a friend who invaded my boundaries. And it really sucks because you end up thinking, is it me? Does nobody like me? So this course, No More Power Struggles, How to Set Loving Boundaries with Your Strong-Willed Sensitive Child Without Crushing Their Spirit or Compromising Yourself. Wow, that's a really long title, isn't it? I'll just refer to it as the Boundaries course. Is on a special offer payment plan, so just 2 payments of £50. Now I think this is amazing, seeing as it took me 15 years, untold books, a lot of trial and error to work this all out. And one therapy session is just £50, depending on your therapist. It starts at 50. So times that by 15 years worth of therapy, and that is what this course is worth. Woo! So you can see there's the link if you want to click on that one and get the payment plan. Now, do you feel overwhelmed and want to get to grips with your big scary feelings? I get it. I used to be a bit like a simmering pot and I'm on the edge quite a lot of the time. Or perhaps your child is like that and you find it hard to sleep at night or know what to do next. You might be uncomfortable with some of your feelings. And a clue to this is if you're uncomfortable being with your child when they are crying or worried or angry, then that's a sign that you're uncomfortable with those feelings in yourself. Your child is holding up a mirror to that bit of you that feels uncomfortable. So I've created this course, How to Tame Your Angry Dragon, that deals with all big emotions, not just anger, but sadness and anxiety and fear as well. And it's for both you and your child. It costs £45 and it will give you lots of practical ways to manage your feelings and master the art of self-soothing, and it will teach you how to regulate your own feelings and how to support your child's emotional meltdowns without robbing them of the opportunity to learn from them. It will ensure that your child grows up connected to their emotions instead of doing what we do, eat, smoke, drink, distract ourselves, push them away, and then erupt in a big ball of flames over something totally unrelated. I don't think that's just me that does that. because our feelings are key to connecting to ourselves and to our children. So this one will make sure you feel confident about how to do that and to be able to roll with the ups and downs of being a human being. So that's a good one, How to Tame Your Angry Dragon. If you are a chronic fixer like me, the eternal fixer, you have to sit on your hands and keep your mouth shut when people bring a problem to you. And I know that you're doing it from a place of love, and I know that you care, but you're actually robbing the other person of the opportunity to sort it out for themselves. In this course, you learn how to really listen properly, not just to listen to reply or listen to fix or work out what it is you need to do. Sometimes there isn't anything for you to do. And when you listen in this way, you enable your child to creatively problem solve and become an independent thinker. You'll be able to lead them through from start to finish. And I even give you a list of super helpful words and phrases, as well as explaining how to decode your child's behaviour and listening to what they don't say. So you'll become a full-on detective and you'll be able to read your child, which will be really helpful for both of you. When you're listening in this way, when you're listening with love, you become your child's emotional coach, and this instantly creates that all-important connection. So that's really helpful when things go wonky or emotions are running high. So I've got one more thing that I think will help you. Are you overly responsible and trying to be all things to your child? Or maybe you're even questioning your role as a parent. Are you thinking, this is hard, I didn't sign up for this, no one said it was like this is not how we see it in the movies. And I get it, it's such a tough gig. And it's even harder to make it your own, as they say on X Factor, because when you're constantly bombarded with media messages, they make you feel inadequate and overwhelmed, and you get locked into a comparison game, which is a lose-lose for you. It doesn't help that some well-meaning social media snaps can sometimes shame us into getting it wrong or feeling that somehow we're falling short. So here's the thing, we're all doing our best, and that is good enough. But maybe you're doing more than your best, you're doing too much, and it's time to make some long overdue changes. And that's really worth thinking about if you know what your unique blueprint is as a mum. And this course, Be the Mum You Want to Be, will help you create that blueprint. It's a good one. How would you like to rewrite your job description as a mum and know that you feel comfortable in it because it's something that you've signed up for and agreed to, not something you feel like you have to do to compete with everyone else? Now, if you like all of that stuff and you want to get it all, then the Mum's SOS Pack, Sanity Pack, is for you. This is the ultimate parenting kit for anybody who is serious about connection parenting and wants to learn all the things that I've learned along the way. In my 10 years of coaching, I have seen the way children respond to all of these things: connection, trust, consistency, calm, empathy, boundaries, active listening, understanding, and love. And I've also been that child who has not had some of those things, and I know how it's affected me as an adult. It's made my life quite hard at times, and it's cost me a fortune in time and therapy and healing bills. So what I've done is I've bundled up all these courses together. So you get Be the Mum You Want to Be, How to Tame Your Angry Dragon, No More Power Struggles, How to Set Loving Boundaries, that one with the really long title, my ebook, which builds your connection over 30 days, and How to Listen with Love. All of those are worth £240, and I'm giving them to you for £199. And you can see the link there to book below. If you are one of the first 5 people to sign up to that course today, you will get a free one-to-one coaching call with me, which is worth £90. So that will be amazing. You get 45 minutes with me, and I can give you my intuitive insights and troubleshoot anything which maybe you've got a blind spot with, and I can also encourage, motivate and support you to believe in yourself and keep helping you move forward in baby steps that feel manageable to you. So I hope this is helpful, and if you've got any questions, please get in touch with me, lisa@smileyforlife.com, so I can make sure you get what you need. But this is only the beginning, and I'm beginning to see that when we start to see things differently or feel differently about things, and we make time and space to focus on what matters, instead of getting caught up in all the other bits and pieces, we grow ourselves, and in turn we grow our children. And what we're doing is we're planting powerful seeds, and they are working now with every new thing that we learn. So be calm and clear about where you're at and what can help you, and just check in with yourself and say, am I ready to take the next step? Am I ready? Am I ready to take the next step? And if you are, get yourself over to smileyforlife.zenler.com. That's the online learning den where all these beautiful, helpful, supportive, insightful courses live.